Hello and welcome to Pandora FMS. In today's video, we'll show you how to use the IPAM tool. IPAM is a Pandora FMS extension through which you may manage your network's IP addresses, discover subnet hosts, detect their availability changes through ping commands, or their host name through DNS queries and their operating system. To use this tool, you will have to check that you have Pandora FMS Discovery Server enabled, and for that you may just click on the server view and look for the Discovery Server. You must also check that you have installed both Xprobe and FPing, which are used to run network scans. Once you have everything ready, you may access the IPAM tool from the web console of your server. Go to the Administrative Tools section and choose IPAM. In this menu, you will see several options, but in this video we're going to focus on creating a recognition task and its features. Before you start creating the IPAM task, you need to configure at least one location and one network location before you can start working with IPAM tasks. Access these tabs, give a name to each element, and once done, you may start. Now we move on to creating a new IPAM task. In this window, you will configure all the settings of the scan you want to perform. To begin with, enter the network you want to scan. Assign the name you want, the Discovery Server that will run the scan, a brief description if you want, the location and network location that you previously configured. The VRF option is used to point to the agent of the switch or router of that network. If you want to make reports, alerts, etc. for the network you're scanning, it will be necessary to enable the monitoring option. Then you may decide whether you want a faster and lighter but less accurate scan, the group the task will belong to, the frequency with which it will be executed, where if you type in 0 it will be interpreted as manual execution, and finally the users who will be able to manage the IPAM networks. Once the task is created, you may access the global view of the discovery by clicking on the network's IP address. If you left the execution interval at 0, you will have to click on the circle next to progress, and then the network scanning will begin. Depending on the network size, the task will take more or less time. You may see the progress of the scan if you just click Update. Once the network recognition is finished, a small summary will appear to the right side with the number of occupied IPs, managed ones, reserved ones, and the total number of IPs. And below, each and every host on the network will appear, whether or not they have an assigned device. There are two types of views of hosts in IPAM. First, you will see the icon view. In this view, you may differentiate hosts into groups, managed or unmanaged, within which the host may be active or may not respond. If you just look at the icons that appear next to the host, you may identify whether or not it is being managed. The exclamation implies that that host is not being managed, while the distinctive icon of the Resources tab indicates that that host has an agent installed. If in addition to the agent icon a light in bold icon appears, it implies that the device has the events activated. If it did not appear, it would mean that the events are disabled. In addition, in this view you have two main actions: exporting the network data to Excel or assign the following free IP, to which you may assign the manage or reserve parameters. By clicking on any host, you may see a small summary of its configuration, whether it shows the IP, the host name, the operating system, details about the scan, and two actions: ping execution or the possibility of editing the host. You also have an editing view, where you may change the parameters of event management, administration, reservation, or enabled, in addition to the possibility of adding comments. Both the icon view and the edit view have a filters section, where you may more easily search for the hosts you want to see or manage. IPAM also has a section of massive operations, where you may select as many IPs as you want, add the same comment for all of them, and select the parameters that you want to assign them. Finally, and to end today's video, we inform you that IPAM has a tool to calculate subnets. It works very easily. You just have to choose the IP version, enter the network and the format of the net mask, and it will automatically calculate the range of available IPs. And that was it for today's video. Don't forget it. If you liked the video, smile, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Any suggestions, questions or ideas, please leave them in the comments below. Remember that if you're interested in trying Pandora FMS Enterprise, you may contact us to get a free 30-day trial. Thank you very much for your time, and we hope to see you on social media and in future learning videos.